Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Military Family Investing. Welcome back. All right, so now let's talk about money, my favorite topic. All right, so my pay as an E-9 with 24 years. All right, so actually, I hit 24 years next month, June. So that'll be my 24-year mark. So I'll get a pay raise of 300 a month, something like that, 200 a month, something like that. I don't really concern because I'm retiring. So just be a couple more months and then I'll be retired. So it is what it is. But so, what is my pay right now? Okay, so at 23 years and whatever. If you didn't know, every couple years they give you a pay bump based on your time in service. Every year you get a cost of living allowance, which is different. So every year you in the January 1st you'll get a pay raise, and then you'll get based on years of service you'll start getting pay raises too. So if you don't know how to find somebody's pay, go to uh, 2023 military pay chart. Just Google search that. I go to one that says NavyCS.com, I think, something like that. So that's the one I've been using for the last 5, 10 years. And then look at their time, 23 years, look at their grade, E9, and just it's this little box. That's your basic pay for the month. And so I didn't even look it up, man, honestly. So my basic pay is like 7,700, something like that. And then on addition, you calculate your food allowance, which I think is like 400 a month at this point, 420, something like that. And then your housing allowance based on your zip code, the zip code of your base, honestly. So I'm in San Diego, California. So mine is 4300. So $4,300 a month on top of my base pay. All right. So all that included is probably like 12,000 a month before taxes, something like that. Now, this is where things get interesting. So when you pull my personal statement of military compensation, right? So I log into my little online thing and it says, this is an amount of money you need to make to reflect what the Marine Corps is really paying you, right? With all the intangibles, the other things that they're offsetting. So I need to make $180,000. So 180,000. Okay. Now, so almost $200,000, right? I'll get my pay bump. So I'll probably be up to like 190, something like that, right? 186, whatever. So 180,000 a year, right? It's a lot of money. In California and San Diego, not a lot of money. All right. So these this is where things get hairy. Okay. You have to be smart. Okay. Most people don't make 100,000. All right. So 180 is good compared to most people. All right, yes, in San Diego, it might seem that everybody's making a lot of money. They drive a lot and they think um, that they show out like they're making a lot of money. All right. If you want to see the most ridiculous car show, go on base. And there's only 1% of the population's E9s. So an E9 probably makes as much as a major ish. So O4 officer, there's not that many of them. O5 lieutenant colonels, not that many of them. Maybe what, 50 of those on base? Probably, maybe 50. Um, and then you have 06s. There's only, I don't know, four, five, six on base. Not that many. So majors, you know what I mean? Like, so there's not too many people on base that make more money than me. But you would think that 80% of people make more money than me because I'm driving a Ford Focus. So $180,000 in San Diego. Whew, if you're not smart, it's not a lot of money. Now, here's some things you got to consider. Okay, I don't have a college degree. So very few people make that much money without a college degree. Okay. I don't own my own business. So the people that do make that much money own their own business and they have those stressors. So you might be an electrician, you might be a plumber, you might be a somebody that got a skill set and then build your own business. And you are clearing that much money, but you're running things. Okay. So I'm just a lackey. All right. I'm not in charge of I execute things and I'm in charge of Marines, but I'm not the leader, right? I can say, hey, sir, I defer to your judgment, right? I just walk off. My, hey, man, tell me what to do. So I'm just playing around. But so these are things you have to think about. Um, I don't have a college degree, so I didn't have college debt. I always had a roof over my head. Every year I was in the Marine Corps, my pay went up. Okay, and then I got promoted. So you have your annual pay bump, then you have your annual cost of living allowance, then you have your promotions, you have your clothing allowance if you're enlisted, this, that, this, that. So you're constantly bumping up, right? When you're younger, you're an idiot, so you keep bumping up your lifestyle. Okay, but if you are E9 making 4,300 and you're smart, then it is a lot of money, right? But you have to be willing to make a sacrifice. This is what most people don't understand. Even this goes for civilian world too. If you're making San Diego money, don't have your family in San Diego. Okay. Now, this is going to flag in the face of everything that you've learned about family and blah, 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 blah. Right. But think about it. Think about it. 3-year tour. Okay. So this is military specific. 3-year tour. Okay. 3-year tour. $4,300 a month. Okay. Your spouse can go home, be with family. Okay. Pay maybe $1,000 a month rent. You put $3,300 a month towards savings, investments. Okay. So now you're doing 3,300 times 36, right? Give me a second. I'll do the hot math real quick. Okay. Because why not? This is how you get successful with math. 3,300 times 36. That's 120,000. Okay. Saved. Okay. Invested. All right. And if you're doing high yield investing like I do, then that's going to pump off 10,000 a year. Okay. Divide that by 12. That's say 800 a month. Okay. So then when you leave California, you leave with a permanent paycheck of 800 a month. Okay. Again, this is not for everybody. I'm just letting you know if you want to retire at all, if you want to live in peace at all, if you want any chance of survival, you have to be smart. Okay. The military pay is good. Okay. As long as you keep pushing yourself forward, sorry, if you keep pushing yourself forward for the next rank, you'll be good. But if you're pushing yourself forward, get a $500 pay raise and buy a $500 car per month for 6 years, have fun. Okay. Have you ever seen the homeless lines where people are waiting to get some stew, right? Please, can I have more stew? Yeah, that'll be you. I'm not joking. Like, life is very serious. If you can learn to not want things or want the bare minimum, then you retire and then you start building something and slowly getting those things. Now you have freedom of time. You're doing what you love and you're building your income. Okay. So it might take to age 40 to free yourself, and it might take to age 50 to become wealthy, but you're 50 years old. You haven't worked for somebody for 10 years. You've built your own business that you can leave to your kids, that you can sell for profit. Okay. So these are the mindset. Okay. So yes, um, can you go make over 180,000 in 24 years? Can you clear what I clear? Are you gonna be ripping your hair out? If you make over 100,000, you're gonna be ripping your hair out. Okay. They're not just giving this money to play around with. Okay. You're not gonna be in charge of anything. You're just gonna be getting, can't say that without cussing, but you're just gonna be getting pushed around. Okay. They're not gonna give you 100,000 so you can look pretty. They're gonna want their money in blood. Okay. So if you're at home making 100,000, you're on call. Okay. You're fielding calls. You're doing all this different stuff. right, so these are things you need to think about. Okay, so the military can provide you a very simple lifestyle. It tells you what you rate. Live underneath that. If you want your family there, that's fine. Get a roommate. Get two roommates. All right. Go live in an apartment. So go move to somewhere where you can get a two-bedroom apartment. Okay. You have two boys. So your room, boys' room, and you save $2,000 a month. Okay. If you are trying to live a middle class lifestyle, you're going to live a poor lifestyle. There is no really middle class. You're either poor or working on becoming rich. The middle class lifestyle where you live hand to mouth and you make 12,000 a month and then you're in debt because the it's going to add up real quick. You're going to pick somewhere that's 4,000 a month. Okay, good. So electricity bills in California are $600-700. Grass bill, water bill, um, trash, sewer, cable, internet. You get your solar panel, what have you, right? That's all. So you're already at like 6,000. That's already half. And you're just breathing inside your room. Then you want to go to shop at Vons. Okay, that's 2,000 a month because you don't want to go to Walmart. You don't want to go to grocery outlet. You don't want to go shop at the commissary. Okay, now you want to drive a nice hybrid. Okay. Car payment 800 a month. You drive it. So your wife wants to drive something SUV. She has one kid, but she needs some monster SUV. 800. Okay, so that's already 10,000. That's already $10,000 out of 12,000. I haven't account for tax. Okay, so the military gives you breaks on your retirement. Most people are paying 7% into their retirement. You're not. Gives you a break on medical. Your medical is pretty much free. Your family tax on another, I don't know, $80 a month, $100 a month. I don't know. It's so small that I don't even know these numbers off the top of my head. I never even looked at them. I just look at my money going up. Okay, but you need to be extremely budgeted. You have allotments that you can use. So you should never see your full paycheck. At the very least, you can kind of do the math. Okay, here's my card just for food. Okay, direct deposit. Here's my card just for bills. Direct deposit over there. Okay, have everything set up, have everything automated out. Okay, whatever's left in your main account, your deposit account, should be play money, funny money, whatever. But things should be going directly to your investments. Boom, 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 boom. And you should be getting like 300 a month directly from your paycheck. It should be going everywhere. So then when you get that pay raise, you're like, okay, cool. Like, which one of these can I amp up? Okay, so I have a pay raise. Now I have 500 a month left in my account at the start. Let me put 200 somewhere else. And before you know it, you just live off that 300 and everything's going. And you look at your bank account, you're like, whoa, I have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Keep in mind, the average person doesn't have 1,000, 1,000. All right, so the military pay is good. Um, so 180,000. It might seem that everybody's making 300,000, 400,000. All right, when you hear these numbers, look where they're at. Chances are they're in San Francisco or New York. All right, and they're still getting worked, but their housing is $2 million. Matter of fact, I just talked to a lawyer last weekend who's making 300,000. House is 1.4 million. Okay, 7,000 a month. No. Okay, taxes, California taxes, federal taxes, right off the bat. Have to do the 401k, wipe. So when all is said and done, they're pocketing like 10,000 from the paycheck. Okay, so that's the one thing about the military. Your retirement's good. So anything you put on top of TSP, if you want to do that, But a brokerage account, it's is working in tandem. Okay, so you retire, you get your military retirement, potentially disability, and then whatever you have from your brokerage account. Okay, and most people cannot do that because most people are working for 200,000, but they have to put in 80,000 to their different retirement accounts, 401ks, TSP, brokerage accounts, and so that's there, and that's not producing anything. Okay, so when they get done working at 30 years, they have TSP or they have their 401k. You potentially could have all these other things lined up. So it's just saying. I'm not trying to influence you, but I'm just saying. At the end, people want to be you. I'm telling you. At the end, people want to be you when you walk away with 8,000 a month. Like nobody else is getting this kind of money. 8,000 a month is almost 100,000 a year just in retirement and disability. All right. So you decide. You want to work for 100,000? Most people don't make 100,000 working. So these are long term things you got to think about. Um, the pay is good if you're smart. If you're trying to live like a middle class person and have nice things, over the top nice things, it's gonna be very hard in the military for you. Okay. But if you can be humble, if you could be smart, if you could think ahead a little bit, I'm telling you, one tour in San Diego, send your family home, pocket the money, grow it, so then you never have to do that again, and you have this $100,000 nest egg growing in dividends. Okay, it starts at 800 a month. The next year, without even adding to it, it's going to be like 900 a month just from reinvesting. And you can take some out. And it's still going to keep going. If you could just reinvest 50%, it's still going to be 850 the next year, 900 the next year. It's the power of compounding, but you have to have a ball to start. It's like buying a house. Same thing. You need to have a ball of income to start, and then it grows. So then, if you do that at 5 years in, by the time with that same money, by the time you retire at 20, you're going to have at least 2,000 a month from that, and that's being generous. Probably a lot more than that, just for that one sacrifice. Okay, I'm getting $1,500 a month in dividends. It's nice when you retire. I'm getting my pension, whatever they pay me for disability, and I'm gonna have $1,500 plus two rental properties and some other stuff. Got it. But $1,500 a month, I can just live off that, chilling. Me and my wife can just go have our entertainment, 700 each, just chilling without touching our pension. Pension will just pay for some stuff and invest. So who do you want to be? What do you want to do? All right. With that being said, I'll see you at the next one.